Yeah, welcome into the studio again. So what we are doing today, I'm taking you into a mixing session, but from this song, I'm just doing synths today. So no guitars, no vocals, no drums, nothing. So we are just doing synth. And you can listen to the song, so enjoy. Starts with an intro. Has this pulsating sound. That sounds kind of totally fine. So maybe one thing, so what we are doing here is just like the pre-production. So it goes then to my producer in Linz. So we are just doing pre-production. I don't have any effects on the synth. So it's just like, pure analog synths, which you can listen to here. And there are like a lot of tracks. I can also maybe show you the sheer amount of tracks for the synth. So it's quite something which is going on here. So, and this now needs to be fitted together in a certain way. So that's why today I'm just focusing only on the synth without, anything else, just to see like if the loudness is right. Because just when I mixed down the 6th song recently, I recognized that the bass was like really nice coming in. So meaning that, it was like when I listened to it in the car, so of course you listen to it like anywhere where you are, but I listened to it in the car and it was like really boom, boom, boom. So really had a nice smack on it. And so that's why I just thought like, okay, I have to go through the other songs. Okay, come from the bass and then mix the rest of it. The thing is, in this song, I discovered recently some tracks which I didn't remember even. So that's why I have to go also through this track from a synth perspective so that I can like shape it up. Okay, so now actually the song starts. This is also where the vocals drop in. So we're going through that. Okay, I heard something, so I put one bass line, one bass line, so the others are, so like when you're working with an analog synth, you have a multi-drive included, so that's like Moog has multi-drives and you can go into a distortion kind of way. So what I did in this song is that I have like a kind of like driven bass sound, but when there's a break in the song, I'm going back to a clean bass sound. And that's what I did here. So I have to also bring the clean bass sound to the same loudness as the normal bass sound. And that's what I'm doing next. So I'm switching now to the mixer mode. So, or it's not a mixer mode. I'm just opening up the mixer and I see like, this is like the clean lead beginning. No, it's not lead, it's like the synth clean. So where's the synth clean? Noise. That's always kind of like, oh, I'm on the synth. Okay, it marked it already. So then let's see real quick, because actually this should be now way too low. See, it's like minus 12 decibels. So I really have to bring this up. Can even be a little more than the others. Because the driven bass has a kind of like fizz, like on top, like has like the top frequencies from the drive, which the clean bass sound doesn't have. So I'm turning this a little more up. Okay. Cheers. By the way, also what you're hearing, so maybe I show you here. So this is a synth sound. So when you would listen to the guitar sounds like, I mean, it's a cool sound. It's very, I would say, like industrial like. So they are like, it goes through different effects and two different amps and stuff. But I tuned the sound so that it's like a very heavy sound, but you know, still sounding like a little bit like more industrial like. So, however, when you're doing a cool production and when you have this really like, you know, right into the face guitar, so what are you gonna do? You put a pulsating synth, which is completely in sync with the guitar. So there are like, I think there are 4 guitars tracked, like in stereo and with certain effects and stuff for each and every guitar. So sometimes there are like multiple harmony guitars dropping in. But in the end, the normal rhythm sound lives from the guitars and a pulsating synth, which is then in the background and which kind of like opens the spectrum and the frequencies from all the guitars. There's still so much coming in here, so I still don't know how I recorded all that. Let's see, because I think I can turn this up a little bit. Yeah, that's just a... So you also have like a lot of effect sounds in there, and they are more like... Okay, that's like more an effect sound again. And then we have this one. Okay, so this is like more a psychoacoustic sound. Which brings a little bit more like fizz and deepness into the whole mix in the end, right? So that's like playing around with the sounds, which is sometimes a little bit like, so with the synths, it's, you could say it's like sometimes a little easier, but it's like playing around with sounds and with certain like, you know, atmospheres so that you can just bring it then into a complete, you know, into a complete musical piece, sort of like. So when you do like an orchestral layer, you have the instruments given. So with the synths, you're primarily playing around with frequencies and you're trying to then like have side melodies, you have side effects and all that stuff. So with orchestra things, it's like really like, you know, doing a orchestral notation or like a orchestral like sequence that you are playing. You're bringing up like the flutes, like the brasses and everything. So with the synths, it's a little different because you at first have to come to the right sound. You have to have an idea of the sound, and then there are all these modulation effects that are dropping in. So not sure what is easier. So both is like, let's make it completely. I did both. I mean, you will hear that in a couple of months, like when the stuff is going to be released. I did both. I think synth is exactly the same amount of time that is going into musical production, sort of like. So yeah, let's move on. That's massive. Again, that's already shortened, so like sometimes the when you hear certain inconsistencies, so that's like the frequency modeling, because there's modulation in there, and so you sometimes have effects that are, however, in the whole mix, making it even more humanized. That sequence we already had, right? There's here you also hear when we go back, so you hear a certain like, it's a dissonance that is being kept in there. Dissonances are also quite often like really, really fun to play around with. And in the whole mix, you don't even recognize dissonances. They're just there, and they bring kind of a wideness in there. It's kind of like that even when you have a single synth line, then you are having two oscillators, and one is like a little bit like down-tuned against the other. So you already have a minimal dissonance in there, but you can also play around with real dissonances. And you can do that by playing a dissonance or dialing the filters in so that you achieve a dissonance which is not even there in the beginning, so it can like fade in or something. So, and that's sometimes the fun part. And here we have like a dissonance game. So let's try. I'm not sure if you can hear that. I turn it up a little bit. There was a dissonance. In this case, it's even achieved by having a side melody. And the side melody is at the one specific point in time going into a dissonance. Okay, let's move on. So that's fine. Loudness is fine. That's the two lead lines, and this is primarily one synth like that, and the other one complementing it, but more with a punchy sound. Let's go back again. So we have like the attack. Where was it? Here was like the more. And there we bring a little bit of a timbre in there, which makes the sound even more like, you know, bringing it into a little more aggressive style. But in the mix, in the end, sequencing. That's also nice. So there's a plug sound in there. Wait a second, maybe I find that. Where's the plug sound? See? So it's like, from a sound perspective, like another climax dropping in with this kind of like electronic plug sound. And there's like, with the guitars, like boom, boom. A little bit lower volume here. And then comes the end chorus again. So primarily what we're having here, like the chorus in the end, is taking up all the different, atmospheres again, and primarily song end. But I think it kind of like sounds pretty neat. So kind of happy with that. We could also, if we want to do that, let's take maybe real quick the drums in. So that's how the synths then sound with the drums. I mean, it's kind of like a maybe some sunset situation, isn't it? Okay, I'm switching on guitars for a sec so that you can primarily hear it, right? Where's the gits? It's like... Here they are. Wait, we have the mode and the... Yeah, that's the beginning. And then... I think, I mean, we are still talking pre-production, right? I think it's okay. I like it. So, yeah, now I took you onto a little journey. I think it's like a little longer this time, but you could now listen to the whole synth part of My Time Has Come. Yeah, happy to share some more insights in the future with you. So happy that you watched through this. It's a long video. And stay tuned.